Atul, preparing for what?
Sir, Cochin Shipyard Limited.
Okay. And you're from which background?
Mechanical.
Okay. So, okay, Atul, let's go ahead with your mock for your upcoming interview of CSL. First of all, introduce yourself briefly to us.
Good morning, sir. My name is Atul. I am from Kolhapur district of Maharashtra state. I have completed my basic schooling from my hometown itself. Then I completed my diploma in mechanical engineering from Government Polytechnic Kolhapur. Then I completed my graduation from Government College of Engineering Aurangabad. During my graduation, I had done project on design and development of evaporative water cooler. In the final year of my project, I got opportunity to work for CG Power and Industrial Solutions Limited, where I worked in production department as an executive. During my working, I am responsible for handling daily production activities as well as C-class inventory management. Apart from this, I have done green belt project in my organizations, where I got superstar award during my working years. After working couple of years, I left this organization and started preparing for PSUs. During my college, sir, I also part of Robotics and Automation Society, and I also won Best Innovative Design Award in Robocon 2016. Apart from this, my father and mother both are farmers, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so Atul, you completed your B.Tech in which year?
Sir, I completed my B.Tech in 2017.
And what after that?
Sir, then I joined private organization CG Power and Industrial Solutions Limited, where I worked till December 2019.
Okay, so till 2019. And what after that?
Sir, after that I started preparing for PSUs from January 2022.
Okay, so Atul, why did you leave that particular organization?
Sir, from my college days, I always want to join PSUs, and when I was in final year, I have to repay my education loan. So I decided that time, because I got opportunity to work for private sector. So I decided to first repay my liabilities, and after exchanging from discharging from my liabilities, I decided to join. I started preparing for PSUs.
Okay, so and when you left in 2019, okay, so after that, okay, so you are preparing for different exams. You may have appeared for GATE also, right?
Yes, yes. Last year I also appeared for GATE. I got 68 marks out of 100, but which is not reasonable to get call from PSU. So I decided to further prepare for different PSU exam.
Okay, so okay, what was the role over there? Exact role. You mentioned me something. You are handling inventory. Okay, what is inventory, by the way?
Sir, inventory is a kind of maybe it may be raw material, or it may be sub assemblies, or it may be finished product. It is a material. It is a part of the manufacturing organization where we have always which is having some value, and we have invested some money in that. It is stock in hand.
So is it good or bad?
Sir, sometimes we have to keep inventory, because we cannot expect this whether it is going to a price hike. We have to if safeguard ourselves from price hikes or stock outs, then we have to keep inventory. But over inventory is always bad, sir, because it is having some value and which we cannot use for over a period of time.
So how to decide what is the optimum inventory?
Sir, there are different inventory models. With the help of that, we can decide how much inventory we have to keep. It depends on the material also, classification also. There are classification like A, B, C.
Which model did you use over there to manage the inventory?
Sir, for C-class material, we generally for C-class material, we generally
no. My question is different.
Two bin systems.
My question is, Atul, my question is different. What I'm saying, you are saying you are having different mathematical models, right?
Yes.
So to manage the inventory, to have a optimum inventory.
Yes, yes.
So I'm saying, which model did you use over there?
Yes, yes. Sir, generally, it is given outsource third-party inventory management system, which is SS supply chain. We have to just inform them whatever the stock in hand, and we have to schedule this stock as per our requirements.
No, but if you have done, they have not done any kind of inventory control.
No, actually, sir, we have
simply giving
we managed to keep our. Actually, sir, we managed to keep our daily inventory stock and monthly inventory stock, according to which we are giving scheduling, and with the help of SAP, and then we are giving same scheduling to the third party, that is SS supply chain, and they are providing inventory as per our requirement.
Again, you have not answered my question. My question is, okay, which model did you use to maintain the inventory, to optimize the inventory?
Okay. So that is not a specific model actually, because in C-class inventory also there is large varieties.
Okay. So, okay, Atul, so what was your role? What was your actual role over there?
Sir, I joined as a production executive, and my role is to control and monitor daily production activities, mainly assembly activities, and to keep record of first time yield as well as test bed rejections, and to improve daily activities. And
what was the percentage rejection in the process?
Sir, first time yield was 92%, and rejection percentage was almost 20%.
20% rejection.
Yes, sir, because it is non-standard product, sir. It is completely different product. We are manufacturing DC motors, which are completely non-standard and make to order, sir. So there are lots of rejections in this.
But don't you think this is not sustainable? 20% rejection is too high.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is too high. Too high.
Did you take any step to minimize this?
Yes, sir. Main rejection component is brush holder assembly gap. For this, I have done project on manufacturing of brush holder assembly gear fixture, which is reduced that rejection by almost 2 to 3%. After that, I have done a project of value stream mapping of IP coil machine, where I also find that there is lots of surge rejection in the interpole coil winding machine. So I have done project on that also to reduce that rejection.
Okay, so Atul, so why you want to join CSL?
Sir, CSL is a PSU and it is a prestigious organization. So it is always proud for me to join organizations like CSL, and also it will give me opportunity to work in multiple domains. So that is not in case of private sector jobs, sir. You have to work in a particular area. For example, you have to work in assembly only. But in PSUs, over a period of time, they provide us opportunity to work in different departments. So I think it's good opportunity to work in CSL.
So how your this background can be going to be helpful at CSL?
Sir, I am mechanical engineer and I have done graduation from mechanical engineering. Apart from that, I have done my work experience in planning and assemblies. So I also basic knowledge of system application product, that is SAP. So I will use this knowledge in daily activities, which may be manufacturing related, or which may be ship repair or maintenance related. So I have a basic idea of these operations, and moreover, these operations are like similar irrespective of the industries. Also, scheduling and planning for C-class inventory items. This may be also same irrespective of industries. So it will help me to do my job profile in the CSL.
Okay. So, okay, Atul, so I will be providing you feedback at the end. So now over to Vishal, sir, right?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, Atul, you are going for CSL. When is your interview?
Sir, day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. Okay, good. So, Atul Frakte, your name is Frakte.
Yes,
what? Atul, what is the meaning of your name?
Sir, Atul means someone who is not comparable with others. We cannot compare that person with others. That is Atul. In Hindi, we can also call it Atulniya.
अतुलनीय मतलब नॉन कंपेरेबल और अत्यधिक. अतुलनीय तो मतलब होता है, I think, which is having something huge, means some characteristic or something.
Yes, that is also one meaning also. But for if you use as a name, then it is that is we cannot compare this man with others. This is something
because that person is having something extra, means
unique. That is something unique quality.
So what do you feel, Atul? What capabilities or what special characteristics you are having, or what atyadhik you are having, which makes you suitable for this position in CSL?
Okay, sir. First thing, sir, when it comes to the problem solving, I am very much eager to solve problems when I face some such problems. Apart from this, sir, when it comes to the hard work, sir, I never give up, because whenever it comes to give my 100%, I always try to give my 100%. So these two things may be very common in me as compared to others.
Is there any you give 100% in all the things, even you like or dislike that particular thing, or you only give 100% in the things you like?
Sir, actually, our mentality is we always give 100% in things we like, but sometimes it is necessary that if you are not agree with something and your seniors told to do this job, then also we have to give your best in that case also.
So what do you feel? How much you give? Like, suppose if I will give you a task,
yes,
some
sir.
task or some duty
Yes.
which you don't like.
Yes.
Okay. It may be anything. Like, suppose you are good enough in technical, but I'm not assigning you a technical job. I'm giving you a kind of marketing job.
Yes.
So what do you feel? How much efforts you will put in that area which you don't like?
I think, sir, even if I don't like this particular job, but I know that it will add some value in me, so I will do my best. I will test myself for this opportunity also, because if something is my weakness, then I will overcome this weakness, and I will try to get best of it.
What are your technical strengths, Atul?
Sir, I am very good in planning activities prior to execution.
Planning activities prior to execution.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me one thing. What you planned for the today's interview?
Sir, sir, I have done my all the documentation as given by them. Arrange all my documentation. I have take extra set of all the documentation, photocopies. Apart from this, sir, I have planning for this interview since last 15 days, because I have given this year GATE also. So after 13th of February, I started planning for this interview. I have daily reading the current happenings for GD and writing skill. And for interview, sir, I am brushing up my technical knowledge through my mechanical domain, and also I am taking some information about my recent work profile. I am brushing up all these things.
Okay. Planning is a very good thing, and it gives us the idea. It gives us kind of analytical skill even before actually proceeding in any kind of problem. Yes, but sometimes the things does not go by our way. Okay, yes, there are so many things which are not in our hand.
Yes.
So we need to have some kind of backup plan. So what backup plan you are having? If suppose, for example, if you will not get success in CSL, what backup plan you are having?
Sir, this year I have given GATE exam also,
Mhm.
because I know that this is my last chance in CSL, because I will be out of age criteria in next year. So this is my last chance in CSL. So I prepare for 100%. But even if I not get selected, I have backup of GATE, and I have given my best of it, and I will believe that I will get good marks in GATE also.
Mhm. Okay. So what subjects you like? What are your favorite subject, Atul?
Sir, thermodynamics, strength of material, RAC, these are some of my favorite subjects.
You heard about refer ships? Refer ships सुना आपने? Refer cargo ships.
Uh, no, sir, I have not heard of it.
अच्छा, how we produce refrigeration in a cargo ship? Cargo ship होता है ना कुछ like some ships which are used for transporting some kind of food items,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sea products. So how we produce refrigeration in a cargo ship? Any idea? Any basic idea?
Sir, we can use steam jet refrigeration system.
Steam jet. Why? Why especially steam
Because
jet?
I thought we have to store that material cargo at very low temperature. So that's why, because and we have to using for example, we are using already steam in the ships. So that's why.
What do you think? We use steam engine in ships.
No, sir. Actually, we are engine diesel engine.
So separately attaching a kind of boiler, huge size boiler, water is available, that's fine, but that is not a kind of you know treated water.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
you cannot use that sea water directly in some kind of boiler.
Yes, sir.
The steam which you will produce, even for that, huge structures are required.
Yes.
I don't think it is a kind of feasible or effective thing to
Yes.
produce refrigeration in case of ships.
Yes, sir. Sir, aqua ammonia and then
Yes. Any other guesses? Any other idea?
vapor compression, sir. VCRS, sir.
VCRS. VCRS is a good kind of refrigeration system which we can use, but there is a problem with VCRS. It is having huge weight per ton of the refrigeration. So the weight required for the system per tonnage, that will be huge.
Yes, sir.
But yes, we can use VCRS. But again, the power required, from where you are going to get the power on ships? That is another constraint,
Yes,
because
sir.
you require a very high grade energy.
Generator, sir.
Very high energy, and
Yes.
there is no such electricity available on ships.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is no such transmission line. Whatever you are producing, the part of that you need to use.
Yes, sir.
So again, I think that is not a kind of effective or better thing we
Yes, sir.
use in ships. What do you feel?
I am not able to recall it now, sir.
Okay, fine. So just tell me some of the desirable properties of a refrigerant. What do you feel? What are the important properties which we require in a refrigerant?
Sir, first and foremost property is it should have high latent heat of vaporization. So you can use minimum refrigerant for maximum refrigeration effect. Apart from this, it should have low vapor pressure, and it should have it should have high boiling point. And apart from this, its specific heat of vapor refrigerant is low, and specific heat of liquid refrigerant should be high. So it will reduce our compressor work and give more subcooling in case of after condensing.
Just tell me the effect of superheating on the performance of a VCRS cycle.
Okay, sir, superheating will increase the refrigeration effect, but it also increase the compressor work, because compressor work is function of inlet temperature, and it will then increase the compressor work. So that COP may increase or decrease, we can't say.
What do you understand by conservation of energy, Atul?
Sir, conservation energy means energy cannot be created, can't be destroyed. It can only transfer from one form to another form. It is nothing but the first law of thermodynamics, or we can say it is Joule's law, sir.
So if you will use, if you will consider the entire ship as a system, the ship
Yes, sir.
which we are having, any ship, Okay, that ship
Yes.
is our system. Okay,
Yes, sir.
for that, how we can write first law of thermodynamics?
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm not able to read.
What idea actually? What information we are getting from first law of thermodynamics?
Sir, we cannot create anything new because whatever we have in our hand, we can only transfer it to one form to another form, and we can get some work or not. It depends on the type of energy we are using. So it is just only the equality or conservation of whatever we have with our activity.
Atul, how we can define the performance, like the efficiency of the engine which we are using in a ship?
Okay. Sir, we are using, I think, diesel engine in ship, and we can calculate the efficiency of diesel engine with respect to our standard formula, sir, with respect to compression ratio and cutoff ratio. And by the help of diesel cycle, we can calculate the air standard efficiency of diesel engine.
Air standard efficiency.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the difference between actual efficiency and air standard efficiency?
Sir, in air, we are assumed that air is the ideal gas, and but in real case, air is having some air is not having constant properties with it, which are changing with respect to temperature. For example, specific heat. These are not constant properties. This changes with respect to temperature. So in actual case, efficiency might be different than ideal case. Also, we are considering engine as a adiabatic in case of calculating ideal air standard efficiencies. We are not considering external irreversibility. We are considering only internal irreversibility. So in that case also there is chances of heat rejection from the engine to the outside, and that is also one kind of loss. So we are not considering.
Suppose if in CSL they are giving you some kind of work, okay, and suppose the work is to determine the thickness of the sidewall of a ship.
Okay.
So how you are going to calculate what is the minimum thickness required for the ship sidewall? Vertical, like I'm giving you consider it as a kind of vertical sidewall.
Okay. Sir, we can apply strength of material equations because it may subject it to the external pressure, as well as if you are storing some internal fluid, then it may subject it to the internal pressure as well. So we can calculate with the help of strength of material equations.
So hydrostatic forces, fine, like at the external you will get hydrostatic force, but is there any only hydrostatic force is going to act on the ship? For the part which is immersed inside the fluid,
yes,
what kind of forces are going to act? And even for the part which is outside, because the part which is outside, on that there will be no such hydrostatic force will act.
Sir, it's also there when ship is stationary, then only hydrostatic forces are there. But when ship is in motion, there is a chances of drag force acting due to the water on the ship, as well as there is lift force also.
What is axial rigidity? Atul, axial rigidity क्या होता है?
It is a sir product of area into Young's modulus.
Area into Young's modulus.
Yes, sir.
Like suppose if for steel we want to define its failure strength, working strength, and permissible strength. Yes. My last question is to you: what is the difference between these three? Failure stress, failure strength, working stress or strength, and permissible strength. And sometimes I'm mentioning stress, sometimes I'm mentioning strength. So what do you feel? What is the difference between stress and strength? This is my last question to you, Atul.
Stress is sir, something internal resistance to the applied force. Whatever the force we apply, the stress will be the same in same proportional. But strength is the maximum stress we can metal can generate. So strength is the maximum of stress. And coming to your question, first question, sir, working stress is the actual working stress we have applied considering all factor of safety. But maximum stress is maximum stress up to the yield limit or up to the strength limit, whatever we are using. For example, in case of strength of material, we are using elastic limit as a ultimate maximum limit, and breaking limit or failure stress is the yield point ultimate point stress, where material start forming necking in case of simple tension test, or material start deforming or start breaking, which is called as failure stress. In case of yield strength, it is maybe started.
So factor of safety is what? What is factor of safety?
Factor of safety, sir, it is a ratio of yield failure stress to the maximum permissible stress.
Okay, Atul. I think now I can provide you the feedback.
Okay.
So, Atul, you are a sincere, looking like a sincere, hardworking student. Okay, those things are in favor of you. But you know, sometimes some kind of expression, positive expression, smile is required, na?
Yes,
energy
sir.
also. So try to put all those things so that it will be more impressive, effective.
Yes,
हो जाए.
Yes, sir.
अभी आपने बहुत ज़्यादा expression नहीं change किए, and you are looking very much serious actually. So
Yes.
don't be that much serious. Use your expressions. Smile थोड़ा सा आप कर सकते हो, so that it will look positive. ठीक है? वो अच्छा लगता है. It is a kind of reflection. Yes, you are a positive person and you are nervous, you are confident enough at this particular moment. तो जब भी required हो तो smile करो थोड़ा सा, है ना?
Yes, sir.
बाकी technically I asked you some questions because your name is Atul, so I started with what is the meaning of that. ठीक है, वो आपने बताया कि yes, comparable, non-comparable, or what you can say, which is having something seen, something unique, or what you can say excess. तो आपने कुछ qualities बताई. तो देखो उन qualities को जितना confidently आप बताओगे ना, तो वो उतना अच्छा reflection जाएगा. You mentioned.
Sure.
Like if you will say, sir, Atul means sir something which is having something huge, which is having something non-comparable. Okay, and sir, if you are asking me what Atulni I am having, sir, so I am having, sir, some unique qualities like this. Then you can mention, sir, I am a very hard-working student, sir, and I put like whatever work is assigned to me, I try to give 100% to that. तो वो क्वेश्चन ही खत्म हो जाता.
Yes, sir.
मैंने आपसे पूछा कि you give 100% in what, like the things you like or things you don't like. आपको क्या था, sir, whatever is assigned to me, like I'm a hard working student and I feel, sir, whatever work is assigned to me, I give 100% to that work, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So when I'm working in any industry, sir, my first duty is to follow all the instructions. Okay.
Yes.
So sir, in that case, there is no such case of liking or disliking. When I'm working in any industry, sir, I need to work. Okay.
Yes.
And I need to give my best efforts. I need to give my 100% efforts. So वो चीजें आपने बताया, that's fine. But when you are telling those things like with a very good confidence, those are going to reflect. Okay. तो
Yes.
वो strong message जाना चाहिए. Strong कब जाएगा? Like you know, like there are two persons. मैं ये काम कर सकता हूँ, sir. One say, sir, I can do this work very strongly. So same thing, if you are telling very confidently, that will go in a very better manner, effective manner. So that's the thing which I observed and that you need to improve. Otherwise, technical it is looking fine. I asked you some question from thermo and some little bit RAC, because at last you mentioned RAC. So I started asking you some question related to RAC. Refer ships which are known as refrigerated ships. Okay, and some kind of mixture like kind of salt solution. You heard about
what it refers?
What about salt solution? Refrigeration by salt solution.
Sir,
Solution. You know, like suppose if you will mix some kind of salt in water.
Yes, sir. Concentration will increase and it will store temperature.
Yes, it results in the drop in temperature.
Yes, sir.
So that kind of refrigeration we use. Okay. So some kind of salt water solution, and we observe the low temperature, and then with that brine solution directly we can refrigerate the items, or sometime we can cool water. from that brine solution, and that water is used to produce refrigeration.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so those kind of things, because those kind of systems are not going to consume any kind of power.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because power you're not having.
The main factor.
Okay, that's a major concern. So try to get some more idea about refrigeration.
Sir, what you said, sir, refers.
Refer ship, RWFER. Those are known as refrigerated cargo ships.
Achha.
You know, there are different categorizations of ships.
Yes,
okay, some are known as oil
Vessel.
carriers. Okay, some are known as
Passenger vessel.
I'm not very sure, like wheel on cargo, because those are used for transporting some kind of automobiles. Okay,
Yes,
there are different categorization you can go through. Okay, I'm not very sure this time, but there is a one kind of one type of cargo is there, which is known as refrigerated ships. Superheating, you answered. Superheating, say we cannot say COP will increase. It depends. It depends on the refrigerant. For some of the refrigerant, it can increase and can decrease also. For ammonia, it is going to decrease. For R11, R12, it is observed when you are carrying out superheating, it will increase. The COP will increase. But with superheating, definitely your work will increase.
Yes,
Refrigeration effect can increase if you are carrying out superheating in the evaporator. Otherwise, if you are carrying out superheating outside the evaporator in some kind of heat exchanger, then refrigeration effect will be unaffected. WN will increase.
Yes.
Conservation of energy, ठीक है. Energy we cannot create, we cannot destroy. Ship के लिए how we can write first law of thermodynamics? It's a kind of energy balance only. So if ship is your system, so what do you feel? dq equal to d plus dw, for example. For that case, if you write it something like this, so from outside there is no work transfer.
Yes,
okay, and even you are not getting any kind of work.
Yes, sir.
It is going out.
Yes, sir.
So you can easily write dE equal to what? dq. So the energy, because the entire ship is our system. Now you will say, sir, ship ke liye energy kahan decrease kar raha hai? You are consuming some kind of fuel.
Yes, sir.
Writing that dE will be much more complex. Okay, like what kind of fuel you are consuming and what further changes you are getting. But very simply, first law you can write, because sir, dq equal to dE plus dW. That equation you can write for any process, whether the process is reversible or irreversible. Yes or no? That we can write. And there is no work transfer because the system, we are not getting any kind of work. Is there any electricity transfer?
Actually, I was thinking that the work in the form of propeller below the ship.
Like if you will consider the heat engine as a system,
yes,
then obviously you are getting, you know, in thermodynamics, it depends what you are considering as a system. So entire cargo, entire ship, if you will consider as a system, is there any work output? No, you're not having any kind of work output.
Yes, sir.
Although you're displacing some kind of fluid, and yes, that fluid can be used to can get some kind of work. So you can write even for cargo, because some kind of work you are getting. But finally, actually, that work, that displacement is required to move the cargo. Okay, yes. So it's a kind of, suppose some vehicle is moving on road. So although you are getting work, but that work is required to what? To move the vehicle, and you moved the vehicle with that work only.
Yes, sir.
So actually there is no such work available. In that context, in that manner, I mentioned ki if you are considering the entire cargo as system, then there is no such work output.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting? But suppose if you fix, if you like that cargo is there at some level, and the water which you are suppose moving, okay, and that water suppose you are utilizing somewhere to get some kind of work output.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then maybe because the cargo is fixed and the water which you are moving, that you are using to get some kind of work output. Okay, so it depends. For vehicle also, when you are considering only engine as a system, then there is work output. Then you need to write heat transfer also, work transfer also. But if you are considering entire car as a system, then there is no such work output. Are you getting? Yes, but for a power plant, if you are considering entire power plant as a system, so what you are getting? The power plant is non-moving. It is not moving. But what you are getting? You are getting electrical work output.
Yes, sir.
There is work output because the work from the system, it is going into the surrounding. Okay. So in this case, we can say whatever is the heat rejection, because there is no heat addition, there is heat rejection. So Q rejection, that is equal to what? The dE, delta E, and that will also be what? That will also be negative.
Yes, sir.
The entire energy is going to reduce.
Yes, sir.
And so minus dQ equal to what? The initial energy minus final energy, something like that. You can write. So this is how you can write first law of thermodynamics for that ship. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Atul, I think these are the question I asked you. ठीक है, just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Okay, Atul. So let me proceed with the feedback. Okay.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, एक तो सीरियसनेस थोड़ी सी ज्यादा है आपकी, सीरियस नहीं होना है.
अच्छा.
ठीक है, थोड़ा सा you should look like कि नहीं आप free of any kind of tension हो.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, वो डिस्प्ले नहीं होनी चाहिए, फ्री होके जाओ. दूसरा, now you are having you did from Kolhapur and all that, and then after that you worked in some company.
Yes, sir.
तो फिर आपने छोड़ दी, क्यों छोड़ी? ओके, वो रिलेट कर पा रही हो आप ये बोल सकते हो कि द रीजन आई थिंक वो आपने कहा कि लोन था, एंड आई थिंक आई हैड लोन और उसको भी करना था, तो आई थिंक मेरी फाइनेंशियल ऑब्लिगेशन थी, सो आई हैड थॉट दैट बेटर आई शुड get a job right at that point of time, even though I wanted to be in PSU, but I think the only option that point of time was of to get a job, and मुझे जो job मिला and I joined that, और उससे मैं repay कर पाया अपना loan भी, and at the same time I was trying to prepare, but I think I was not able to do because I was not getting sufficient time. और उसके बाद I decided okay, now I can take a plunge, और मैंने फिर fully जो है वो तैयारी करना शुरू कर दी. Now then अब जो भी प्रोफाइल आपने जिसमें काम किया ना, उससे रिलेटेड आपको लिंक भी क्रिएट करने हैं, मतलब फायदे बताने हैं कैसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को फायदा होगा. दूसरा, अपना वो पूछेगा क्वेश्चन, इज गोइंग टू आस्क द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दैट डोमेन आल्सो.
यस सर.
एग्जांपल, जैसे आपने इन्वेंटरी मैनेजमेंट बताया, एट द सेम टाइम यू वर सेइंग दैट यू आर काइंड ऑफ हैंडलिंग द प्रोडक्शन पार्ट आल्सो. सो इन्वेंटरी क्या होती है, अच्छी है, बुरी है, इन्वेंटरी कॉस्ट कौन सी होती हैं, डेफिनेटली ही इज गोइंग टू डेल्व इनटू दैट. आपसे पूछेगा इन्वेंटरी का, तो उसको टॉपिक थोड़ा सा ठीक कर लो.
यस सर.
ठीक है. एंड हाउ टू डिसाइड ऑप्टिमम इन्वेंटरी. अब ये क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी है इन द सेंस, ओके, हाउ टू डिसाइड ऑप्टिमम इन्वेंटरी. जब आप बोलोगे कि आप बोलोगे डिफरेंट मेथड्स हैं, कुछ एक मैथमेटिकल मॉडल्स हैं, एंड कुछ एक जो है वो वी हैव डिफरेंट मैथ लाइक, और बहुत सारी चीजें और मिस की, जैसे जस्ट इन टाइम है, वो इन्वेंटरी को मैनेज करने का ही तो कंसेप्ट है, मिनिमम इन्वेंटरी करना, कैनबिन सिस्टम है.
अच्छा.
तो वो तो आप भूल ही गए सारा. ठीक है, कैनबिन हो गया आपका, ये हो गया क्या कहते हैं, जस्ट इन टाइम कंसेप्ट है. तो वो दीज आर द मेथड्स दैट यू आर यूज्ड. जब मैंने बोला कौन सा मॉडल यूज करते हो, आप बोलोगे देयर इज वहां पर आप स्टकअप कर गए और यहाँ वहां आंसर दे रहे थे. ऐसे आंसर नहीं करना है कभी भी.
ओके.
ठीक है, उसका मीनिंग नेगेटिव जाता है कि आप जो अपने आप को बचाना चाह रहे हो क्योंकि आपके पास आंसर नहीं है. थिंक ऑफ समथिंग लाइक ए डिबेट. अगर आप टीवी पे सुनते हो, तो जो क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए, आप यहाँ वहां कोई आंसर देता ना, तो आप समझ जाते हो यार ये बेवकूफ बना रहा है, इसके पास आंसर नहीं है. आप बोलते हो ना ऐसे, आपको लग जाता पता, दूसरे वाले को अपने आप ही पता चल जाएगा कि यार ये इसके पास जवाब नहीं है, पर ये क्या कर रहा है, अब अपने आप को बचाने के लिए यहाँ वहां के वो कर रहा है. तो इस केस में आप देखो, इन्वेंट्री में आप वो मॉडल तो थ्योरेटिकल, बिकॉज दोज आर थ्योरेटिकल मॉडल्स टू स्टडी द इन्वेंट्री प्रोसेस.
यस सर.
आप ऐसे बोल सकते हो कि जो मॉडल्स हमने थ्योरेटिकल मॉडल स्टडी किए हैं, they are the theoretical models, or there are a lot of assumptions on those models.
Yes sir.
So they cannot be directly applied as it is in the industry.
Yes sir.
Lot of assumptions उसमें है, और वो theoretical activity. हाँ, क्या अप्रोच करना, बेसिक कंसेप्ट बिल्डअप करने के लिए those models are okay. But
Yes,
practically जो आपने इन्वेंट्री को हैंडल करना है, that is entirely a different game. You are not approaching the same way. Okay, आप वैसे कर रहे हो.
Yes sir.
ऐसा तो होता ही नहीं है. आप तो कर ही नहीं, आपने तो उनके बारे में सुना भी नहीं होगा, जिस दिन वो भूल गए होंगे आप उसको, अगर किया भी होगा कभी तो. ठीक है ना, ही वो कॉस्ट का लेना देना है आपको, कुछ थोड़ी लेना देना होता. प्रैक्टिकल सेटिंग में तो आप थोड़ी करते हो. हाँ, वहां पर क्या तरीके हैं जिससे मिनिमाइज कर सकते हो, आई थिंक यू कैन हाईलाइट दोस. वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. आप लोगों दिस इज द वे एक्चुअली इट इज डन, और वहां पर मैंने ऐसे किया. जैसे जस्ट इन टाइम कंसेप्ट है, या इन्वेंट्री को हम क्या करते थे, वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली उसको क्या करते थे, एनालाइज करते थे, कितना स्टॉक बचा है, कितना मैंने मंगवाना है, लीड टाइम कितना है. तो एक्चुअली जो है हम उसके ऊपर ज्यादा फोकस करते थे, ज्यादा मैथमेटिकल मॉडल उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं पड़ती.
यस सर.
हाँ, वो मॉडल इंपॉर्टेंट है एज ए कंसेप्ट बिल्डअप करने के लिए, बट प्रैक्टिकली अगर मैं करना चाहूँ तो आई थिंक देयर हैज टू बी लॉट ऑफ चेंजेस ऑन दोज मॉडल्स व्हिच आई थिंक आई हैव नॉट स्टडीड. आपने कहाँ स्टडी किए हैं एक्चुअल मॉडल? तो स्टडी किया कभी? क्या नहीं,
नहीं.
सारे थ्योरेटिकल है. एक में बोलता है जी एकदम सडनली सारा का सारा मटेरियल बन के आ जाएगा, फिर बाद में बोलता है ग्रेजुअल है, इतना प्रोडक्शन होता है, इतना कंजम्पशन होता है. एक में स्टॉक आउट की, तो आपने नहीं किए हैं सिचुएशन, राइट? इस तरीके से इसको जस्टिफाई करना। थर्ड पार्टी एंड ऑल दैट यू स्टार्टेड, ऐसा कभी नहीं करना है, बोला आपने कुछ और बाद में अपना पल्ला झाड़ देना, ऐसा नहीं करना है। पहले आपने बोला जी इन्वेंट्री मैनेजमेंट करता, बाद में बोलता जी मैं तो थर्ड पार्टी को दे देता था। कि थर्ड पार्टी को देते भी होंगे, फिर भी आपका जो करते तो आप खुद ही थे ना, आपने मैनेज तो करी खुद ही कर रहे हो ना। कितना आना है कितना जाना है वो पूरा पूरा आप जो है वो सिस्टम में बना रहे हो ना सैप में।
यस सर।
तो मैनेज तो आप ही कर रहे हो उसको। परसेंटेज रिजेक्शन, हाँ एक और चीज जो आपने बताई लास्ट में बताई कि परसेंटेज रिजेक्शन कितनी थी और आपने मिनिमाइज करने के लिए क्या किया। तो इसको आप क्या कर सकते हो, इंट्रोडक्शन जब एंड करोगे वहां पर बोल सकते हो कि व्हेन आई वाज वर्किंग सो आई डिड दिस, कि ये वाला पार्ट मैंने कुछ एक काम किया, आपने बोला मैंने रिजेक्शन के ऊपर काम किया और मिनिमाइज किया।
यस सर।
सो वो अपनी कंट्रीब्यूशन, दैट इज योर कंट्रीब्यूशन, कि आपने वहां पर कुछ अच्छा काम किया, वो आपने हाईलाइट करना वहां पर।
यस सर।
तो अगर आपने काम किया है वो एक्चुअल में, जैसे आपने कहा यू आर एबल टू रिड्यूस द 20% रिजेक्शन, मुझे बहुत ज्यादा लग रही है इवन इफ, तो देख लो ये एक्चुअल में था कि नहीं, इट्स टू हाई।
Actually, sir, it is combination of all type of rejection, sir. I have calculated. I have taken all the rejections in process as well as final rejections.
हाँ तो देख लो कि आपका जिस, क्योंकि प्रोडक्शन में भी आप किसी पर्टिकुलर उस पे होंगे ना, सेंटर पे होंगे,
हाँ
एक पर्टिकुलर सेटअप पे होंगे, पूरे में कितनी जो आप हैंडल कर रहे हो उसमें रिजेक्शन कितनी थी और जो आपने उसको मिनिमाइज कैसे किया। ठीक है, तो आप क्या कर सकते हो कि इसको एंड में, अपनी इंट्रोडक्शन के एंड में हाईलाइट कर सकते हो कि आई थिंक कि दिस वाज द प्रोजेक्ट्स दैट आई हैंडल्ड ओवर देयर व्हाइल आई वाज वर्किंग and I was able to reduce the rejection by this much percent in one of the project in this area and in other projects this much area. So I think that was my contribution to the organization over there.
Yes sir.
So उससे क्या हुआ कि हाँ यार इसने काम किया अच्छा और इसका काइंड ऑफ इम्पैक्ट जाएगा। तो उसको छुपाना नहीं है, अगर है अच्छा काम किया है उसको हाईलाइट करो, क्योंकि छुपाए तो हो सकता है पता भी नहीं चले कि आपने काम किया भी होगा, ऐसा उसने फिर आप समझेगा उसने जॉब की है, बात खत्म हो जाएगी।
Yes sir.
बट अगर हम बोल दिया आपने शुरू में ही, तो आपने बता दिया कि देखो मैंने ये किया है, और वो हाईलाइट हो जाएगी, चीज हाईलाइट हो जाएगी तो वो इंटरेस्ट शो करेगा, इंटरेस्ट शो करेगा तो क्वेश्चन पूछेगा कैसे किया क्या किया, उसके लिए आप तैयार करो अपने आप को।
Yes.
क्या किया हाउ बैकग्राउंड, वाई CSL, ओके PSU है मल्टीपल डोमेन, ये नॉट प्राइवेट के साथ कंपैरिजन नहीं करना। जैसे आपने बोला मल्टीपल डोमेन में काम करने का मौका मिलेगा, ठीक है आप मेंशन कर सकते हो, प्राइवेट में भी मौका मिलता है अगर आप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ स्टे करते हो, ऐसा नहीं ओवर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम गेट द अपॉर्चुनिटीज। वो भी डिपेंड करता है प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, बट खासकर जो अच्छी कंपनीज है उनमें आपको जो है वो मौका दिया जाता है अलग अलग डोमेन में। डोंट से दैट वे कि हाँ प्राइवेट में नहीं मिलेगा। PSUs है, उसके PSUs के बेनिफिट बताओ कि क्या क्यों जाना चाह रही हो और अपना कैसे आप अलाइन कर सकते हो, आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसे काम आ सकता है, हाउ योर बैकग्राउंड कैन बी हेल्पफुल। अब ये बैकग्राउंड जो हेल्पफुल है ना, so you can say that I think in a lot of ways it is going to be helpful. One is that I think that technical basic knowledge, I already have the technical knowledge, basic knowledge which I can apply in the CSL.
Yes sir.
And in the same time I have exposure in the industries where I learn a lot of skills. For example, I work in production, and I think in CSL also there are a lot of ways where I have to work in production process. So how to manage different production processes, I think I have that much exposure. I have got the exposure that is going to be beneficial.
Yes sir.
At the same time, I think I have worked in inventory management part also, where I used to, it was combined part. So I think these things are also going to be helpful because I have already got that exposure.
Yes sir.
So that is a directly, ये part हो गया directly जो relate किया आपने. In addition to it, आपने बोला ये तो हो गया आपकी hard skill, जो आपने सीखा वो शायद directly कहीं ना कहीं आपको help करेगा वहां पर.
Yes sir.
And also I think sir, how to work in a team, जो आपने सॉफ्ट स्किल पार्ट सीखी वहां पर, इंटर डिपार्टमेंट्स में कैसे कोऑर्डिनेट करना है टू गेट द जॉब डन। किसी काम को करने के लिए आपको अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट से काम, जैसे मान लिया आपका प्रोडक्शन प्लानिंग एंड कंट्रोल डिपार्टमेंट है, मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट है, या जो परचेज डिपार्टमेंट है, अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट से आपको क्या करना पड़ता है, डील करना पड़ता है रॉ मटेरियल से लेके सारी चीजों को फाइनल करने से पहले। सो एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, एंड आई थिंक हाउ टू हैंडल द प्रेशर आल्सो, आई हैव लर्नड दैट ओवर देयर। इवन दो एकेडमिक्स में तो प्रेशर मैंने हैंडल किया ही है, बट ऑल्सो इन दिस job also I realize the importance of handling the things in under pressure. So I think same kind of situation may exist over here. तो आपने सॉफ्ट स्किल को बड़े तरीके से बताया, ये नहीं बोला कि ये सॉफ्ट स्किल है, बट आपने उसको क्या किया, अपना बैकग्राउंड को रिलेट किया और बोल दिया देखो जी मैंने वहां प्रेशर भी हैंडल किया है, मैंने जो है वहां पर लोगों के साथ कैसे डील करना है, टीम में काम भी किया है अटेन द ऑब्जेक्टिव, और कुछ आपको और लगता है तो ऐसा कन्विंस करना, कई बार बोलता है आपको कि मुझे किसी दूसरी टीम को कन्विंस भी करना पड़ता है, असर्टिव भी होना पड़ता है. सो I think that those skills also I have acquired and they are going to be helpful in CSL.
Yes,
अच्छा हो गया. तो रिलेट करना है और कुछ नहीं है जो है आपके पास.
yes,
ठीक है. तो मुझे लग रहा है आपके पास रिलेट करने के लिए, बताने के लिए आपका बहुत अच्छा है, इन द सेंस कि क्यों आपका गैप है, क्यों छोड़ा, और एक्सपीरियंस भी है. उसको अगर अच्छे से, जैसे मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया, उसको थोड़ा सा, इसको वीडियो को देख लेना ढंग से जो एक्सप्लेन किया मैंने,
अच्छा,
और उसके ऊपर बस वर्कआउट करो और कॉन्फिडेंटली जो भी चीजें बतानी है. आपके पास नेगेटिव नहीं है, मुझे नहीं लगता नेगेटिव. गैप इज नॉट नेगेटिव फॉर यू, क्योंकि आप एक अच्छे से रिलेशन बिल्डअप हो रहा है और उसको अच्छे से तैयारी करके बस प्रेजेंट है. नेक्स्ट मॉक दोगे तो अच्छे से, मतलब डल नहीं लगना चाहिए आपका भी, ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपका लाइवली फेस नहीं लग रहा है.
अच्छा,
जैसे टेंशन में हो समथिंग, वैसा नहीं लगना चाहिए. जैसे मैं फ्रीली बैठा हूँ,
अच्छा,
हंस तो नहीं रहा हूं मैं, बट मेरे चेहरे से नहीं लग रहा आपको कि नहीं मैं टेंशन में हूँ. राइट, ये फर्क है.
right,
पर वो चलो ठीक है, मैं दूसरे एंड पे हूँ इसलिए मैं फ्री हूँ, मेरे दिमाग में टेंशन नहीं है, मेरी कौन सी सिलेक्शन होनी है. ठीक है.
हाँ,
बट आपके एंड पे वो टेंशन खत्म करनी है. पॉइंट ये है, आपके एंड में ये नहीं होनी चाहिए यार सिलेक्शन होगी कि नहीं.
yes,
वो थोड़ा सा दिमाग से निकलेगा तो आपकी इफेक्टिवनेस बढ़ेगी.
yes,
ठीक है. और दिमाग में नेगेटिव होगा तो डेफिनेटली कम हो सकती है, ज्यादा नहीं हो सकती.
हाँ,
इस केस में नेगेटिव नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव नहीं बनाएगा, नेगेटिव 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 बनाएगा. अब नेगेटिव के ऊपर कितना पॉजिटिव डालते हो, वो एंड में कितना पॉजिटिव निकलेगा. अब आपके ऊपर कितना पॉजिटिव डालना है आपने. ठीक है, स्टेट ऑफ माइंड को चेंज करने के लिए. ओके अतुल, सो वर्क ऑन दीज लाइंस एंड बाकी जो नेक्स्ट मॉक हो, एचआर मॉक के में ही अपीयर करो.
ठीक है,
मॉक सेपरेटली अपीयर करो, और हो सकता है तो मॉक लगा लेना. अब आपका इंटरव्यू कब है?
डे आफ्टर टुमारो.
आपके पास टाइम नहीं है, आपने वो स्नैप मॉक भी लगाना, इन्वेंट्री और उससे रिलेटेड स्नैप मॉक लगा लेना था. अभी आपको मौका नहीं मिलेगा मेरे ख्याल आज और कल, नहीं तो अगर हो सकता है तो एक मॉक किसके
I
साथ.
think he has purchased a full mock package only, I think. Yes, Atul.
Yes, yes,
Full mock package only he purchased.
अच्छा.
So Atul, yes, your level is looking good. So go with full of energy and confidence. Okay, time is less.
actually sir, I have purchased total mock package, sir.
Total module. So why you have not earlier availed those kind of snap mock facility?
Actually sir, I have attended 3 slabs, one HR and one yours sir and one others.
Acha, thermodynamic snap you have given earlier.
Yes, yes, and strength of material also given, sir.
Strength of material also. Okay, okay. So then you can plan one industrial related snap with the Saklani sir or Vijayender sir. You can plan.
Yes, sir.
ओके, एक काम करो, अगर हो सके तो मुझे लग रहा है ये प्रोडक्शन से रिलेटेड ना जो आपका एक्सपीरियंस है और इन्वेंट्री से रिलेटेड एक स्नैप मॉक दे दो.
ठीक है,
मौका मिलता है तो.
ठीक है.
एचआर तो आप दे ही रहे हो, एचआर का तो मुझे इशू नहीं लग रहा. वो जो दो, और अभी भी आपका हो गया उसमें, बट मुझे लग रहा क्योंकि आपका बैकग्राउंड है तो ये प्रोडक्शन का जो थोड़ा बहुत काम किया, अच्छा उससे रिलेटेड और ये इन्वेंट्री से रिलेटेड कोई एक मॉक दे लो.
ठीक है,
एक बार बात कर लो इफ कोई मेंटर अवेलेबल है तो. बट फिर भी नहीं भी होगा तो उसको पढ़ लेना, कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि मॉक दोगे तभी पढ़ लेना, और गो विद फुल प्रिपरेशन. ओके,
ओके सर.
ओके अतुल, ऑल द बेस्ट. ओके, ओके विशाल सर.
Okay, Atul. Okay, so thank you. Yes, Atul. Best of luck and good luck for your.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.